Hey guys, it's Destiny, and today I just wanted to make a casual video where I just go over why I personally think that Fu Xuan's banner may possibly be one of the best banners to pull for, and also one of the best banners, especially for free to play. Now that we have Fu Xuan's traces, as well as Lynx's traces and a bit more information on them, I can feel a bit more confident in making that claim, and I'm going to explain why in today's video. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So I wanted to start off with Fu Xuan. Now that we know her traces, they are definitely pretty awesome to say the least with the utility that they provide. One of Fu Xuan's traces is able to heal the team with her ultimate, which I personally think is really awesome as a way to have additional sustain on top of what she already provides for the team. She also has the ability to wear with one of her traces. She can regenerate extra energy when she uses her skill and Matrix of Prescience is active, which, if you guys do not know, Matrix of Prescience is activated through her skill. So this can be a pretty nice way before possibly the skill is over to maybe use her skill again just to get a bunch of extra energy. Of course, we don't know how much energy extra we're getting, but it can be nice overall just for ultimate usage, depending on what her ultimate may cost once it is revealed, of course. And her last trace, which I think this trace is definitely major in helping out utility-wise, is that if a target enemy applies crowd control debuffs to allies while Matrix of Prescience is active, which once again activates from her skill, all allies will be able to resist crowd control debuffs applied by the enemy during the current action. This can only trigger once per every Matrix of Prescience. I still think this trace though is definitely awesome for utility purposes because Fu Xuan does not have a cleanse, but instead she has this, which can basically negate a crowd control debuff. I had a theory a while ago that Jing Yuan would benefit a lot with Fu Xuan. I have made an infographic where I did suggest Jing Yuan, and I do think Fu Xuan and Jing Yuan will definitely be a very good pairing now that we know this information as well, because of the fact that she's able to help with the crowd control debuffs. As we know, Jing Yuan and Lightning Lord can definitely suffer from crowd control debuffs, especially like imprisonment, for example. So I think this will definitely be really helpful and adds definitely to her value in the utility she provides for the team. Fu Xuan is already able to provide crit rate through her skill. She's able to increase the maximum health of the team. She also is able to take some damage partially that an ally may receive, and she also has damage reduction. She has so much utility in her kits, I honestly think it's kind of insane. So overall, I think when it comes to pulling for Fu Xuan, definitely worthwhile due to what she's able to do, and also due to the fact that crowd control debuffs are becoming more prevalent, especially in MOC. I'm sure some of us have noticed it. There's been a lot of wind shear enemies, so being able to possibly negate the wind shear as much as you can is definitely useful to say the least. But now I wanted to go over Lynx since her traces also got revealed, and I wanted to go over her value now that we fully know what she can do. So with Lynx's traces, she's able to regenerate energy when in target with survival responses hit. For those who don't know what survival response is, it's when Lynx uses her skill on an ally. So when that ally is hit, Lynx will get more energy, which I think is awesome because this can help with energy regeneration. Another trace that Lynx has is she can increase the chance to resist crowd control debuffs. A few other characters already have this, but I think this is actually really good. So in the case, let's say that Lynx were to get crowd control debuffed herself, and let's say it's imprisonment and now you can't use your ultimate, that can definitely make or break a fight, because if you can't use your ultimate, well, now Lynx kind of can't cleanse the team and heal them if need be. So having this and also a way to essentially kind of negate that, hopefully, is pretty good overall. So I definitely think while this doesn't necessarily add more utility to her, it ensures that the utility she's able to provide is able to come through. So pretty good overall. And the last trace she has is Survival in the Extreme, which extends the duration of the continuous healing effect granted by Lynx's talent. Lynx has a continuous healing effect through her talent, which essentially when her skill or ultimate is used on an ally, she'll be able to grant continuous healing for that ally. So it's a really good way to have a bit of passive healing at the start of each of those characters' turns. So I think it's pretty good, and the utility that Lynx provides honestly is also pretty insane, because she's able to team-wide cleanse with her ultimate, which is kind of similar to how Fu Xuan has the ability to negate crowd control debuffs for the team when Matrix of Prescience is active. They both have similarities where they can provide something that's team-wide for the team to negate crowd control debuffs. They're really becoming annoying currently, especially with the enemies we have. Having a character that can cleanse your team is absolutely worth it. And it definitely becomes more and more useful, especially with how currently we've been having to fight a lot of enemies that do inflict some form of debuff, whether it's a crowd control one, whether it's damage over time. All of these can definitely be pesky and annoying and can definitely get in the way of you actually clearing something. So the fact that both of these characters have a way to negate it is awesome. Lynx is also able to grant taunting with her skill to allies that are preservation or destruction, which is also really good. And this allows for really interesting team comp possibilities and also a way to get more advantage with Blade's skill kit. Due to Blade wanting to follow up attack, take as much damage as possible, Lynx using her skill on him can definitely help with this. So there's so many synergies that I can personally think of, and I definitely think that they can add a lot of utility to our current DPS characters. For instance, like Jing Yuan and Fu Xuan, Lynx with Blade. There's just so many combinations that can possibly exist with these two characters. And not to mention, the banner also has Pela. Pela, I feel like, is getting more praise now. I do think she was pretty underrated for a good amount of time. Pela is able to decrease the defenses of the enemy team, and it's by quite a lot in my opinion, and I think it's really good to increase your DPS capabilities. So overall, the banner just has a lot of utility, a lot of things supportive wise that can definitely help your team comps and make your team stronger. With Hook, she's kind of the odd one out, I could say, with this banner, because she doesn't per se provide support. She can be a pretty decent damage dealer though, so if you want to use Hook as a damage dealer, that's definitely an option as well. But I think the main three that the banner truly shines with is Lynx, Fu Xuan, and also Pela. Pela, if you do get one, definitely build her up. She definitely is worthwhile, especially with the ability to decrease the defenses of all enemies with her ultimate is definitely helpful. And a lot of people do compare her to Silverwolf, but I think honestly, even if you have both of them, it's worth it to build both. You can use one for each side of MOC, or sometimes people even use both of them together on one team because they're able to stack those defensive debuffs. Silverwolf has her own and Pela has her own. You could put both of those onto one enemy, so it can result in a lot of damage being dealt to an enemy, and overall just an awesome banner. I highly recommend you guys possibly look into pulling on this banner. If anything, maybe try to get a Lynx, or if you don't have Pela, try to get a Pela. I know that trying to fish for a 4-star can be iffy sometimes, but Pela and Lynx are definitely worth it in my opinion. Fu Xuan as well, awesome character. But yeah, that's really it for my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of these characters. Let me know the value of this banner. And if you aren't sure about this banner, maybe this video helped you out, maybe it didn't, you guys can let me know. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, support the video, and I hope to see you guys next time with my Lynx and Fu Xuan guide. Hope you all have a great one. Peace.